Hi, scholarship fighters. This is me, the founder speaking. So, in this video, we'll provide you a sample of mockup interview with Titik Jeda. So, basically, if you request a mockup interview for a scholarship application, we will try our best to pair you with the award itself. For instance, if you apply for LPDP scholarship, we will get your PDP awardee for helping you. Or you want to try the mock-up interview with the proposed supervisors for doctoral degree, we will get the students for doctoral to help you. In this video, we will try to do a mock-up interview with our mentor, Turki Buslari Awardee, in undergraduate degree. So, here we go.
Mari kita coba.
Mari kita coba. Nanti diingat-ingat aja dulu jawabnya seperti apa. Oke, kalau udah ready aku mulai ya buat mock-up-mockupan ini.
Berarti ini ceritanya aku baru lulus SMA kan? Kayak
Betul.
aku cara sebagai anak SMA. Oke.
Mau apply beasiswa, apply scholarship. Okay, good afternoon. Welcome to interview session, Davina. So today we are going to have an interview, maybe for approximately 30 minutes. And I will try to explain the question to you. In case you don't understand or you have any question, you can either stop me immediately or ask me to repeat the question.
Okay.
All right. So are you clear enough or do you have any question before we start the interview?
Yes, I believe we can start the interview now. Thank you.
Okay. So let's start with the very simple question. Can you please talk about yourself?
Okay, hi everyone. Nice to meet you. My name is Davina Farah Fatima. You can call me Davina. I'm currently a 12th grade student studying in Jakarta in Muhammad Husni Tamrin State Prominent High School.
All right. So I see you have a good profile and also good school in Jakarta. And can you tell me about your education? How did you end up in choosing major computer science or computer engineering in this field? And what's your goal in this field?
Okay, so I've been really interested in tinkering all of my life. Like, I've been keen on problem solving. Like, I like doing puzzle games and I like doing I've been inclined to a lot of logical thinking, and thankfully my school provides a lot of different fields that we can try on during our high school. And for example, we have an Olympiad class in high school, and my interests leaned into informatics. From that point on, it led me to believe that, oh, I think that I'm really interested to delve deeper into computer science. And in that special class, I learned more about the different programming languages, and I learned more about critical thinking in the logical world. And it made me believe that, oh, I think that I really want to continue in this program.
Okay. So you also mentioned that you have another activities related to computer as well. Can you tell me about the activities or the other than academic when you were in senior high school?
Okay, in my senior high school, we have an extracurricular class every Saturday in informatics. And in that class, I studied the programming languages in my high school, which specifically we studied C++. But not only that, I was also really interested in other programming languages. So besides from the class, I also studied with my friends, my peers in the same class. We studied other programming languages such as HTML, Python, and we even made our own website, which was really interesting, which was a really interesting experience for me because during that time, I realized that from programming or like in the world of computer science, I was able to create something new that was purely my creation. And I think that's something that's really interesting for me because from computer science, it gives me more of satisfaction of how I can build a new world just from my computer. And I think that's a really wonderful experience. The satisfaction after I complete a problem or when I finish a solution when I don't have any errors again in my codes. That's something that I really appreciate. And those ecstasy, I guess, that I have from having that experience is something that I really want to have again in the future.
All right, so that's excellent. And I see a lot of activities of you, and it's very good to see you very passionate in computer as well. So we are moving to the Turkey topic. You choose the Turkey as the country that you want to study in. And can you tell me the reason why Turkey instead of your home country?
Okay, I guess this is a very cliche answer. Most of
Mm-hmm.
the people that you've heard will probably say, like, oh, Turkey is a country that's somewhere between Asia and Europe, and I'll be able to meet with a lot of different people. And even though it's a really cliche answer, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have this reasoning because of something that actually happens in real life. Like, for example, I see that in Turkey, there's a mix of a lot of different people from all over the world. And I think that in computer engineering and computer science specifically, I do believe that even though we work in front of the computer most of the time, we still need that creativity to be able to solve a problem. And I do believe that from Turkey, it will give me a new perspective because studying in Turkey gives me a lot of meaningful resources and the historical richness and also the upcoming technology, like the mix of both worlds really gives me a lot of different perspectives and it gives me an open mind about how I can create solutions for the world. I do believe that Turkey will be able to give me a lot of different experiences that I wouldn't be able to get in my home country or any other country nonetheless.
All right, that's very good reason. And I do believe that studying in the Turkey it's also very challenging because other than you have a new environment and very intense, you also need to learn Turkish as a new language other than English. How do you manage the kind of many activities about learn Turkish and also studying itself, or maybe another activities later that you want to do in your degree, for example, for internship, and you can also explain this in your study plan.
Okay. As you might know, in our 5 year program in Turkey, one of the major years is our first year, which we will be studying in Turkish. And I do believe that that will help me a lot in surviving in Turkey. I will say that my current speaking skills in Turkish are very limited. Maybe I know a simple hello or a simple thank you, but I believe that from studying for 1 year in Turkey, that would be there it would give me enough time to prepare myself better for the academic world in Turkey. And I believe that from creating the right environment for me, which you will provide, I would be able to create a better learning environment for me as well, not only in my academic skills in computer science, but also in my social life in Turkey, which I would be able to get some Turkish friends or maybe a lot of international friends as well. And I would be able to not only learn the language, but also the culture and their own richness and their own uniqueness from their personality in Turkey.
Okay, so for the next question, maybe it's about your personal life. When we do a lot of things and activities and we got many experiences, uh, I believe that everyone will get their hardest challenge that we face in our life. And how about you? Do you have any hardest experience, and how did you overcome with this?
Oh, that's a really interesting question. I think if you give me a moment to think about the answer for this question, I do believe that one of the hardest challenges that I've had during high school specifically is when I was working with other people. It gave me a new stepping stone to learn, I think, because personally, um, this is actually one of my negative qualities, but I think that from learning with other people, it helped me a lot in building my character. So I'm the type of person that needs a push from someone. Generally, I'm I do think that I'm generally very interested in a lot of stuff, but if I do not have the passion for it, or if I don't have the interest for it, it's something that I don't really incline to strive as much. And although it's natural to feel that way, I believe that it's really natural for humans to feel that way in general. But I know that it's also a quality that's not susceptible for the academic life, because of course, even though I'm really interested in computer science or in computer engineering, I'm sure there are a lot of things that I might not be as inclined to do, but I still have to do anyway to be able to survive in Turkey. And one of the hardest challenges that I faced when I was in high school is that when working together with someone, I cannot only think that, oh, I don't want to do this, so I can't do this, or I won't do this. Like when we work together, for example, during an event, I'm also part of the creative team, the creative media team in one of the high school event that I have in Jakarta. And one of the challenges that I've made was that that was one of the first times that I had to work together with someone that I'm not particularly close with. And I think it serves as a challenge in itself, because we had to work together even though we didn't know each other that much at first. And it kind of forced me to be able to build a bond with them, to be able to work properly with them. And I was really thankful because, like, even though there were a lot of hardships in our work, especially in the creative media team, because we had to do a lot of designs, we had to do a lot of photo shoots, we have to do a lot of marketing for the event that we were doing in high school. But from that moment on, I believe that I learned a lot of things, not only in the creative media aspect, but also in terms of working together as a group, to be able to ask for help when I need it, and to be able to know my working capacity of how much I'm able to handle things, and how and at what time I should be able to ask for help when I'm unable to do something. Because I'm a perfectionist myself, even though I'm particularly lazy, but I'm a perfectionist. So I have to do something right, even though I'm not keen on doing it. And I realized that at that moment, I should be able to strive for myself and for my peers, because it's something that we have produced together as a team. And it gave me a new sense of pride for the event itself.
Okay. I see you have a good experience with your life, but I hope in the interview later you can have more enough time to explain them all. All right. So, thank you very much for your time. I'm impressed with your answers as well, and I wish you success with this application. But before we end this session, do you have any question with this interview or this program, this scholarship program?
Okay, thank you so much for the chance to ask for a question. I would like to, like, for you personally, do you have any criteria on how an ideal Turkish scholarship awardee would be?
That's so good, Nana. But for the last question, I think that's too long for your answer.
Yeah. Itu aku agak mikir sih, ya kayak, aduh apa ya?
Do you feel difference between this kind of mock up with your actual interview before? Ada perbedaannya nggak kira-kira? Apa yang kamu rasakan?
Ada sih, karena aku perlu pengakuan kita sepertinya.
Hmm.
Karena waktu interview YTB aku, itu tuh sesantai itu, Kak.
Yay, that's all the mock-up interview. Jadi kalau teman-teman mau interview apapun untuk undergraduate, master, atau doktoral, itu bisa banget. Dan kami akan menghubungkan dengan mentor terbaik kami yang ada di komunitas untuk beasiswa apapun. Jadi untuk informasi detailnya terkait dengan layanan ini bisa langsung aja cek layanannya di titikjeda.com. Bye!